Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to some more Outworld Station. So I've kind of got this thing running. I've got resources coming in. It's still being slow and pokey. So we do have. Oh, that thing's completely backed up. That one's not. So we probably could use some more silicon. Let's see, how are these guys going? So that guy's doing okay. He's backing up now. He's backing up. I got another strike coming in. Uh, I mean, there was some mistakes made last night, or yesterday after the episode. I ended up leaving the game running for and went out, had to go run some errands and come back, and it was still running. So I had a couple of meteor strikes that took some stuff out. I've got that stuff kind of rebuilt and stuff going back again. So I've been kind of going through here. I did notice that there's this. I don't know if this was here. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the videos from yesterday and see if that was there. But it shows you how full your carrying capacity is. Um, which is helpful. It kind of shows me, like, obviously, what I can pick up and what's left and what I can drag back here. Oh, dang it! It took too long to get back, and the asteroids exploded. It. All right, so I lost those. So we're just trying to get this stuff filled up, and then kind of the same thing here. So it looks like the gold. That should be gold there. Looks like the gold is kind of running out there. So we have our things. Now there was a patch that came out. Let me go see if I can load the patch notes real quick. See discussions maybe. Because there was some. No, they're not there. There were some changes to it. I saw something about these things aren't going to be needed to be calibrated every time. It just basically what happens is you calibrate it once, and then as you keep adding ones to it, they start losing their efficiency. So it's a change. So you start getting diminishing returns. So it's going to slow you from building massive structures in the beginning and then kind of going from there. So, but with all that being said, now we have all these guys going. We have our fleets coming back and forth. Now we need to start building some hoppers here. Let's see. Let me build these. So we need to build 10 of these guys, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then these guys needs the same thing, just needs more of them. And then we need 10 of those guys also. Okay. So those will get going, and that will get started. Now I do have 6 tech points saved up in here, so we can kind of look in here and kind of see what we want to do. Inventory slots. The station stuff is, enhanced atomizer, yields from atomizers, armor modules, high-speed connectors, 30% faster, 40% faster, 50. This is energy storage. I don't know if we really need that one as much. Freighter engines get the freighters to fly faster, and then solar panels generate extra power. But I think for now, what I want to do is 100% carry weight, and then we got 3 points left. So 3 points left. We'll go ahead, probably expand our, let's see, neutron laser. That one may not be a bad idea. So what we'll probably do is we'll do expanded energy or expanded storage, so we get +9 slots. That will be helpful, and then we'll go ahead and get us a little bit more energy. So that way, we have more storage slots in here. We'll be able to carry more stuff, and being able to carry more stuff just allows us to go out here and get even more asteroids, bring them back. So that is probably the big thing, because especially with we have all of our guys kind of going, but being able to go and do those things will be helpful. And right now we just kind of need. That was too big to pick up. We just need more and more resources to be able to be brought into the station here, and allow us to start doing that. Now, that being said, really, I think what we need is titanium, because I think titanium is lacking here. Now that being, I think the plates are definitely hurting. So what we can do is we can go to this guy, we can go copy like this, we can do this. Now I could put this anywhere on the station. Like it'll move, it'll just go out and start moving stuff. Like I could have put it out here and it would have come back. And then when you copy it like that, it basically copies all the information it has. And then basically, if I hit F, you'll see that it goes there, and then it goes to there, right? So it's already set up to do what it's supposed to do. And then we can kind of start going through and building extras of it. So when we're missing things here, so obviously carbon is hurting. You can go in here, look at carbon, and see like our carbon is this one? Yeah, this one's carbon. So our carbon here is full, right? So we'll hit our caps lock. This guy, smelter, is supposed to be doing carbon. We'll get you another one of those, right? We'll get you another one of these. So we can start building this stuff up, and then that way we can start having extra carbon being smelted. We can have, I see this one's, we're not doing, it's gold is, I think gold is missing down here though. But as we can kind of set these things up and start doing it, you just kind of figure out what you need, you just add more to it. And that's kind of the reason I go off the side like this, so that we can kind of uh, have an organized mess. Um, and then that hopefully will allow us to kind of do what we're trying to do here. So that is kind of going there. So we'll hit caps lock to put the upper level back on here. And the trick is we need to have more of these. Get another one of these. Oh, no, I can't afford it. So now, see, and I'm running into problems where I'm really low on hull plating. Because what ends up happening is we're going to need, which one do we need? Oh, we need to grab this guy and move him off. So you just grab him and throw him off to the side. And these, as far as I can tell, these ships do absolutely nothing for us other than they're like a research. So we're just basically making them so that they can be researched off, and then that way they can we can send them off to the overlords, and then once the overlords get the items they need, then they can do that. Now I also need superconductors, right? Which I'm probably not going to be able to make. So general, let's do a storage unit here. Production, fabricator. I need more hull plating. So I can come in here, do this guy. And probably the easiest thing to do right now is the synthesizer. We can just basically choose this guy and tell it, make a metric buttload of those. Now I could make the superconductors in my backpack. But this kind of allows me to build stuff outside of my guys here. Now, obviously, I'm going to need more and more of these guys to the plates, the hull plating. I'm just massively hurting the hull plating. Now, I believe if I needed to, I could go probably build another titanium mine, because now that we've gone through all of our backlog, now we need more titanium. All right, let me get down here. We'll go Q here. We'll go production. We'll get there's another fabricator like that. Now this fabricator here, I want it to make supercomputers. It looks like, yeah. So that's all we can make. So we need diamonds and fiber optics. Okay. Now this guy here, I'm gonna go here, right click. No, here, left click. We're gonna disable copy to all, and then we'll enable that guy. Okay. And then well, this guy goes to here, and then you need fiber optics and diamonds. So this should be diamonds down here. Yeah, this is diamonds. So we'll F this guy to this guy, and then fiber optics is this guy. So F this guy to this guy. So that way we'll start having the supercomputers made. That being said, obviously we need more of these because this guy's not doing enough. So we'll get another one of those being done, and it's just playing whack-a-mole, right? It's just trying to figure out what we're missing, and trying to get these guys pulled off, trying to get that done, and then going out, getting more resources, bringing them back, letting the ships bring stuff back, and slowly letting us get all of our ships built that we need to. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna go ahead and be back in a little bit, and we'll see if I can get at least these things built, and then once I get all that built, I will be back. Talk to y'all soon. All right, so we got all of our ships. We got some of these guys here. We'll go ahead and pull those guys out, and then we'll put them in over here. So we'll do that. Where do they go? There they go. And we put those in there. So that gives us all of those guys. What's maybe like 750 molecular bonding? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not worried about like these things, like artificial diamonds, that extra stuff. I'm not super worried about it. Mostly, I'm just trying to get through. So we're gonna go ahead and complete this guy. We'll see how these guys take off, all in different directions. So now we got refinery pipes, junctions, fusion reactors, storage pipes, and then we can go to our freighter dock Mark II. Upgrades, freighter Mark 1 to freighter Mark 2, and a photon light hauler, and then water, ice, pure hydrogen, carbon nanotubes. So we make a lot more stuff now. Okay, now access to hydrogen production, which used fusion reactors and starship fuel. Refiners can convert water from ice and storage to hydrogen gas. Pipe to fusion reactors can be built. So basically now we can actually start linking all of our power networks together. All right. Next objective, please build these 25 photon light haulers. And then we need 500 nanotubes. Right. And then, so this guy, so if we go, okay, so that is going to show us how to do pipes. All right, that's great. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that's fine. Then you put a crossbar in the center and then make them connect like that. Okay, easy enough. Makes sense. All right, so all this stuff should be going well here. And then at some point, do we have titanium, silica, carbide, crash ship, titanium? I was hoping there'd be ice that we could grab, but there doesn't seem to be. So we'll end up having to figure that out because that's going to be complicated. Because fusion reactors are great, but if I don't have enough water to be able to do things, it's going to make it complicated. Now, that being said, I will go over here. Let's see. Do this general. So we have pipe junction, storage tanks. We have pipes. Production here. We'll have a refinery, liquids into gases and other products. So we need supercomputers, nanotubes. So we need to start building some nanotubes. Fusion reactors, just computers, all kinds of stuff. Power links. Need computers for that. Let's see. And then storage tanks, pipe junction. All right, so let's pop us one of these guys on here. Go ahead, go in here. We'll do this guy here. Left click. We click all, and then we'll enable that one. Okay, and then we'll do build, production, fabricator. I need composites. Over here, I'm just low on carbon. Turn this guy off. Oh, you're doing that one. You're doing that one. You're doing those. Do I not have enough carbon over here? Silica. I do have carbon. Okay. That is not going to the right place. Do that instead. That should get those guys going again. Okay. Because this guy was supposed to be making gold, so I was trying to send carbon to the gold, which was not being optimal. Even though that should have been gold. Let me go up, get my strike here taken care of. It looks like as you play, the asteroids and the bad guys kind of respawn. So as we run and do things, the mobs will respawn. The asteroids definitely respawn, and then we can kind of go back. So there's kind of infinite resource generation kind of going on, which is helpful. Let me go back and figure out what's going on with get some of these guys. Pick up those. Pick up this guy. You're gonna come. You're gonna come in here. Ain't gonna end well for you, buddy. Come here. In you go. All right. So that stuff is all working good there now. We figure out what's going on here. So this guy should be. This is beta. The problem is I don't think it tells me. Yeah. So you were supposed to actually be going to alpha. Because alpha should have been that one. You get this stuff kind of flipped over there as fast as I can. So that stuff. Get these all cleared out of here. Yeah, so what's happening is this thing's completely full too. So basically I've choked my gold off. And because I had these guys going to the wrong place. All right, so that's going to take me a minute to get sorted out. I will be back when I have it sorted. All right, so I got it all figured out. Basically, I had this stuff all mixed up down here. I got it all sorted now. I got a bunch of carbon left over in here. This thing's completely full of carbon. This thing's almost completely full of carbon. I got almost no gold in here. So what will end up happening now is we'll start kicking off and actually making gold again, since my gold reserves over here we're a bit lacking. So I could probably turn this guy back off. Probably get these guys kind of built up some more. I'm kind of leery of adding too much more storage or too much more building here, because my efficiency on my solar panels are already down to 87%. Um, so my solar panels are already down to 87%. I had to add like 5 more down here. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because it's going to end badly. All right, so let's see. I got heavy thrusters for that guy. I may go ahead. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this. So we don't misalign them anymore, so this thing is useless. So we'll go ahead and do this guy. So it still says 87%. So it looks like they just produced more. Because I think the change to these guys was after that was kind of established. So I foresee that changing. So we'll get all these guys going. So hopefully, this guy is probably just missing the fiber optics. So unfortunately, it's just going to take me a while to kind of get everything caught back up, and then kind of figuring out what's going on. Now, let's see. Let me go ahead and go to Q. Let me go to production. Let me go to fabricator here. Fabricator, I need more composites. The problem is that yeah, actually, I can just do this. I'll do that, and then I'll do this synthesizer, and then make all the composites. Can I not synthesize composites in my backpack? Oh, okay. I need to make those first. So we'll make those. That will allow us to make the composites. Uh, Unfortunately, when you're doing this, you're kind of stuck here staring at this screen. You can't, you can move around a little bit, but my guy's stuck there, right? So I can move around and look at other stuff, but I'm looking at, basically staring at this screen. All right, so we'll do that one. We'll do that. We'll get a few more of these guys made up. That way will allow us to build another of the fabricators. That will get us kind of that stuff going, which will be more drain on our system. Just generally cause more problems. All right, all that stuff is being built. All right, so let's go here. G, no, not G, Q, production, fabricator. Get that guy built there. And then here, we're going to go ahead and select a recipe. Okay. Well, we can make small cargo pods. We don't have those yet. We're gonna need those too. All right, so we need basically the gold guys here to there, and then up here, this guy can go to here also, and then this guy can go there. All right, so that way they'll start making cargo pods once it actually gets kind of caught up, and then I need to figure out, because I need to make carbon at the matter printer. So it's a matter printer recipe. General, and then we'll go ahead and do this guy here. See, production, matter printer here, this guy. We'll get this guy here. That. Let's see, copy it all. We'll do that. This guy, we'll do select a recipe, carbon nanotubes, right? So we need carbon coming into that, and then that will come out. Okay. And then I want to say this guy can go to there also. All right, so that way, once we actually get those, now that being said, probably could use some more of these. So duplicate, and duplicate. You know what? Let's just make another one. That way we have an even number of them. All right, so there they go. Now those will all eventually kick on. And when you duplicate like that, it duplicates the recipe and basically all their connections. So every connection that has got set up to that box, it basically duplicates it. So that way they're already previously set up. Everything's done. We don't have to worry about nothing. And then we got a meteor strike incoming. Come on. No. All right. Meteor strike is ended. All right. So that guy goes in there. And then these guys are all kind of just chugging along and they're happy little guys. And then everything's just kind of going for what it's got to go. So we're going to get to a point now where we're literally just kind of building to do the next thing that we need. Now this guy here, if we go down here and I go, if I do this and then I go photon light hauler, right? So we need nanotubes, we need computers. I think we had computers. So basically we just need nanoplating, reinforced, and smalls. Okay. So basically we'll F this guy here, this guy, and this guy. So that way all those are kind of being built there. And then we're going to need 25 of these things. And that is going to take me forever. So those, it's just going to take me a long time. Because that is a lot of resources and a lot of building. What probably end up happening once we kind of get this stuff figured out. Like, so we're basically the gold is backing up. That stuff is okay. So we just need to figure out where our problem is, and kind of where our problems are at. So we're starting to actually back up on these things now, right? Those things are being backed up. So that is not being backed up. So we need more of those, right? So we'll do this. We'll do C. No, click this guy. We'll duplicate, and then we'll duplicate again, right? So that way, hopefully, that will start getting more of those guys in there. Um, yeah, these guys are being get us another one of those. That one's backed up. Those are kind of staying backed up. So the trick here is to figure out what's not working correctly and what's not being what we're not producing enough of, and then start producing more of it, and then just keep doing that. And then now these guys here, so we're still close, right? So we're not. I don't think we super need the batteries anymore. The batteries have kind of they'll help you if you go above your power, but the problem is like right now everything's running. So as everything's running, like I pretty much just need enough solar panels to do this. So what we'll end up doing here is we'll build some more solar panels. Um, you know what? I wonder if I could do that. Can't afford it. I need hull plating. All right, there. Now I have hull plating. Production, no. General. Do that. Connector. Do those guys like that. And power, we're just going to put some more power up here. All right, and then once you first build them, you have to align them, and then that way they're all aligned. So that gives a little bit more power, gives us a little bit more leeway in here. So we got about between 100 to 60 extra. just gives us a little bit extra power, and we'll just kind of keep doing that. So I'm just going to keep adding that stuff, kind of keep an eye on it. Now, that being said, I'm down to 83% efficiency. So at some point, we're going to have some problems uh, where just I'm going to have too many solar panels and not enough. It's a diminishing return issue, right? So there's only so much you can do. So there's only so fast you're going to be able to build all this stuff. So we're just going to keep doing this. Let these guys kind of get their self sorted out. And once all that stuff is sorted out, let's see, everything's kind of doing better now. Those are still, probably could use some more. Same thing with those. It's just, it's so much demand right now on everything that it's just going to take time. And then we're just slowly grab these guys off and pull them off to the side here. And like these guys are useless, right? They don't do anything. Like I said, they're basically just research modules. So if you go back to like Factorio or something, it's basically just the newest science, right? So I can prove that I can build these things. I'm shipping them off to the corporate overlords for the light haulers, along with every other, one of these guys that are out here doing these things in the different places. Um, so as we're doing that, it kind of just proves to them that we can do that. And once we've done it, we've made it, and we'll move on to the next place. But it's going to take me some time to get those. So what I'm going to plan on doing between this episode and next, I'm gonna let this thing run and kind of keep an eye on it. Probably go gather some stuff, kind of let these things get caught up because right now, for the most part, all the resources are backing up. So since my resources are backing up, this stuff is all going. We'll just have it keep going and just kind of let it produce everything. Hopefully, at some point, all this stuff gets backed up, and then once everything gets kind of backed up, then we'll have enough of these things, and then hopefully we'll end up with enough carbon nanotubes up here. Um, so yeah, because we need 500 of those. So I need basically 2 stacks of the carbon nanotubes. So maybe. Let me do this, turn this guy, and then go ahead and enable that. That way we can keep 2 stacks in there. But other than that, as always, if y'all like these videos, please consider throwing a like on it. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, you can leave that down below. And if you are not subscribed, you would like to see this or any of the other stuff that I'm playing, please make sure you hit that button while you're down there. You guys be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.